And we are live. Good afternoon, guys. Hi, Mercy. And everybody else, confirm if you can hear me in the comment section. Let's know if you can hear me. So we can start. Like I said, this is going to be a very practical class. Ice, blessing. Oh, fantastic. You can hear me. Okay. Fantastic. Who else is here? Great. You can hear me too. Fantastic. Okay, don't forget the drill. Remember to put your names in the comment section. Your full name in the comment section for our attendance. Enter your full name. So we're going to start any moment from now. We're not going to waste time at all today. So it's going to be all practicals. So remember, put your phone in landscape mode, increase the quality so you can see clearly. Okay. Thank you. Blessing has entered her name. That's good. That's good. That's good. Okay, so the two mercies are here. Blessing is here. Where is Dorcas? Dorcas, you asked for online class. We're on online class and we can't see you. What's going on? Please, after we do this practical, try as much as possible to go and experiment. Okay, please try as much as possible to experiment, like to go and practicalize it. It is very important that you go back and practicalize this. It's very, very important. My suggestion always would be that we did this in the previous classes as well, and in every other class that I've taught when it comes to web design is you'd have to sacrifice some money to buy a domain name for the sake of practical. You don't have to buy .com, which is expensive. Before now, I mean, last year when we did the class, domain.com.ng was 1,100, 1,200 like that. And you buy 1 month hosting for, I think at the time it was 1,005 or so. I think now is 1,800 for the hosting and about 2,200 for domain. My suggestion would be to buy it and use that for practical. Or if you have somebody who has a business, you can use theirs, or you can use the resources that we would give. I can give you one simple website which we'll be recreating. So you can also recreate that website as well. All right. You can also do that. This is very, very important because if you don't practice, it's like when you learn Excel or Office or any of the other platforms. If you don't practice what you learn, trust me, you would forget it. Do not rely on, oh, I am going to remember this. No, you might not remember it. Okay, you might not remember it. So please. So please try as much as possible to practice. So please try as much as okay, try as much as possible to practice. This is very, very important. It will cost you maybe less than 3,000 to do that. All right, so domain name 1000, sorry, 2200. Hosting for 1 month 8800. Just buy that and try as much as you can to start to follow what we're doing. The videos are always going to be here. That's why I like making these videos, because it will help you. You can always come back to it. But if you don't follow the initial class, it will take you longer. All right. So, but when you follow the main class, the live class, and then you come back later to look at the review, you would see that it's easier. Like I said earlier on, it's very important that you practice, because if you don't practice, you will forget. Trust me, you will forget. Okay. So please, 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 let's try and do that. Okay. So let's give 2 more minutes. For those who have not filled their name, please fill your name as soon as possible right away. Fill your name in the comment section as attendance so we can proceed. Okay, fill your name in the comment section. We're starting in a minute, 1 minute. Okay, so, okay, Ademola Hope, welcome. All right, so we're starting right away. Welcome to the class. I would be going ahead to share my screen. Okay. I'm sharing my screen now. Okay, so here we are. Please confirm if you can see my screen. Just put that in the comment section that yes, you can see the screen. Oh, fantastic. So you can see the screen. Okay, so like I said, once again, put your phone in landscape mode. Increase the quality to increase the quality so you can see clearer. Tap on your screen. You will see setting top right. Tap on the setting. Okay. Then tap on quality. Go down to advanced and increase it to 480p or 720p, depending on your network. Or depending, if you have much data, you can just put 720 or 1080. If you don't have much, you can leave it on 480 so you can see clearly. But make sure it's on landscape mode. All right. So today we're going to start with buying. We've done this before. We're going to start with buying domain. Like I said before, one of the best places to don't buy your domain and hosting from the same place. This is very, very important. Okay. This is very, very important. Do not buy your domain and hosting from the same place. Like for me, what I do most times is I can buy domain from Upperlink and hosting from Q servers. All right, these are two companies, Nigerian companies that I trust. But if it's a situation where it's my personal website or the client is one that's, because I give them the option, do you want Nigerian hosting for your domain or a foreign hosting? And I let them know the price difference. If I'm buying abroad, it costs a bit more, but it's better service and it's more reliable. But if the client says, oh no, they don't have a very high budget, we can buy from a reliable Nigerian company. So you can see here, I have 5 domains with Upperlinks already. I bought more, which some have expired. The clients didn't renew them, so we've transferred it to other companies as well. And sometimes I buy a domain from Q servers, and then I buy hosting from Upperlink. So it depends, but I don't buy both in the same place. And the reason is, in case Upperlink has a problem, I can easily move out of there immediately. Okay, that's one of the reasons why I don't buy both in the same place. And it's never advisable for you to buy both from the same place because one day they might have a problem, even when you're buying from foreign companies. And if I'm buying from foreign companies, if I'm buying domain from there, I buy from this company called Namecheap. I buy domain names from Namecheap. Okay. And then I buy hosting from Blue Hosts. Okay. This is bluehost.com. Is where I buy foreign hosting. Yes, I buy from these guys. I buy foreign hosting from these guys. I buy foreign domain from Namecheap. And then I connect two of them together. We did this in one of the previous classes, if you all remember. So we're going to do this real quick right now, because the last time we didn't actually record the class. Okay, so let's go right in. To buy a domain name, for instance, let's say your business is Tammy's Delights, for instance. Buying domain is basically the same across all 3 platforms. So let's say I want to buy from Q servers. If at any point you can't see my screen or anything like that, please let me know. Okay, just put it in the comment section that you can't see what I am seeing because you will know from what I'm explaining. All right. Yes. Okay, so if you're going to buy a domain, once you come to qservers.ng, let's say you're buying domain from QServer, for instance, although I buy hosting more from them, but in case I need to buy a domain, I can just come to QServers, this will pop up, close it, and scroll down here and say taminsdelights.com. This is the name of my business, and I click search. Because you have to first search that the name is not being used by somebody somewhere in the world. And it tells me it is available. See? So 23,500 for 1 year. This is what it costs if I want to buy from Q servers. Another thing I do sometimes is if I'm buying from a Nigerian company, I check different platforms. So if I want to buy from these guys also, I can just, once you come to upperlink.ng, you would find this. In case you don't find any, just look for where you have domains. Click it, domain search, and it will bring you to where you're going to search for the domain. So taminsdelight.com, I search here also to see what the price is. And here they say it's 20,500. .com.ng, oh wow, it's gone up. It's 7,500. .xyz is 4,600. So in case you want to buy a domain for practice, just buy any of the cheapest ones that you can find. Okay. So domain is always for 1 year. It's always for 1 year. That's the name of the business. It's always for 1 year. If you want to buy from these guys, search. This is Namecheap. So if you search under Namecheap, you can see it's available. It's for £7, 7.549 pounds per year. All right. So I want to buy any of the other .net, .ng, .org, .org, .gg. We talked about the difference in all these names in our first class, if you all remember. Okay, please, can you still hear me? Because I think let me know if you can still see, because I'm seeing an error here. It says you can't see it. Okay, because the error here shows me that I have to share the screen again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share the screen again. Share screen. Okay, that I guess, let me see if you can see that. Fantastic. So we're here. So if you want to buy from Namecheap, this is it. So let's say Tammy's Delight has the money, has a good budget, you just buy from these guys. Okay. And if not, we can just buy from any of these Nigerian companies for her. This says 20,500, and this guy says 23,500 naira. All right. So it's possible these ones are buying from the other guys. You never can tell. So to buy it, we just continue. It brings you here. DNS management free. Pick that. Okay, pick that for free. This, leave it the way it is and continue. And it brings you to where you can make your payment. So here, if you're a new customer, you fill this here. Fill this information all the way down. Pick the payment method you want. I like using Paystack. Agree and check out. Once you're done, they will send you an email telling you that your purchase was successful. Okay, that means you bought your domain. To buy hosting. Now, this process, like I said, is the same for every other one. Let's say we are buying from here now. I can just add to cart and I check out. Let's say, let me remove this. Okay. So we've added it to the cart. DNS management is free. We pick that. Email forwarding is free. We pick that. ID protection is 5,500. So this protects your information, personal information, and reduce the amount of spam to your inbox. Because once you do, you start receiving all kinds of spam emails. If you click this, you don't have to worry about that anymore. You see, name server just like the previous one. You continue, leave it the way it is. You will need to change this later. Voila, you've come here, you just check out, you fill the information that they ask you, and you bought your domain. All right, and you have bought your domain. So that's how you buy the domain. Now we're going to buy hosting. Like I said, I like to buy hosting from these guys. 1 second, guys. Let me quickly confirm this. Let me confirm. If you missed the first class, I believe the slides are in the group. So you can go through it to know what the domain means, what the hosting means, the difference between the two. Let me just log into my Q server account. We're going to use Q servers with Q servers. Present share screen. window. Okay. So let's say we're going to come here to buy hosting. So once you've logged into the account, just you can create it for free. You go to services or order new services because you're ordering a new service. So you find all these different packages here. Now, depending on the site you're creating, let's say the site I'm creating is just a simple site for a, a simple website for, let's say, a consultant. All they have on the website is just very basic information. Information about what they do, who they are, and the services they render. It means they don't need much space. And I also have to ask, oh, how much emails do you send? I see that they don't send too many emails. I can say, okay, 6 GB web space is enough. So I will buy this for them at 18,500 annually or 1,850 monthly. Always charge the client annually. Number two, you don't charge 18,500. You charge a bit more than this. This is because by the time you're making payment, there'll be some extra charges as well. All of this is included in your total web design. So we're going to talk about the business side of web design. That is like the last class. Because after you learn, first you have to know how to create the websites first. Then we'll talk about the business side of it. But take note of this information very well. So the hosting cost 18,500. Let's say this is enough. Or no, I'm creating an e-commerce website. I'm going to be uploading lots of products and other things. Okay, maybe I'll go for business pack or developer or a professional pack. The good thing is you can buy this now. And if you feel that, oh, before it expires, maybe you're already 6 months in, remain 6 months, it's about to expire. I mean, sorry, you've run out of space. You can upgrade. You contact them and tell them you want to upgrade to this. They will just charge you this minus this, whatever the difference is, they're going to pay for it. Let's say you paid 18,500 and this one is 26,500. They're just going to ask you for the difference and you pay them and they upgrade you to this one immediately. Okay, so let's say we're buying this. Let's buy this now. It will ask you for the domain. Now, because we bought domain, let's say we bought domain from Upperlink, and we now want to come and buy the hosting from Q servers. This here, leave it, don't pick this. Pick the last option. It says, I will use my existing domain and update my name servers. So you enter the names here. So let's say it's RMH. Same is okay. So let's say this is it.com. The reason why this was showing here is because we tried to buy from them and we've not deleted it yet. If not, that place will show blank, but this is what you should always go for because you already have your domain with a different company. If your domain is with them, you can choose here, but if not, choose this and click continue. It will then bring you to this page here. You choose your billing cycle. So if you're buying for practice only, where you just want to buy for only 1 month, you pick it's already on 1 month, you pick this. If you say, oh no, I don't have for 1 year, let me just buy for 1 quarter, that's 3 months, you can pick here. Say, oh, I only have money for 6 months, buy this. If you have money for 1 year, buy this. This, my advice is don't buy it for 2 years because this company might, in case the company has an issue, just buy for 1 year and increase later. But if you're buying from a foreign company, you can even buy up to 3 years. So you know that you've forgotten about this. In case the exchange rate changes, it doesn't affect you. Last year, this was around 16,500 or so, but now it's 18. Next year, might be paying 30,000 for it. So let's say I choose annually. You see all of this here, advanced DNS manager, pick it because you might need it later when you need to do email marketing or some other things as well. Pick this. Automatic website protection service. This is quite important. It's just 100 naira per month. You can take it as well. This is your SSL. For some companies, you need this. If it's an e-commerce site, please make sure you buy SSL certificates. It's very important. All right. So let's say in this case, we're not buying. So you see everything has summed up 21,500. I continue. So it brings me here. to these name servers. I don't need to put anything here. I'll just go ahead and continue to make the payment. So you come here, you enter your information if you've not entered it before, because I already have with them, that's why I'm showing this. If not, to show you under new customer. So go ahead and check out, make your payment. They will send you an email that would look like this. Where is it now? Okay. I might not show you the full thing, so to send an email that looks like this is to show your web space details for, and to show you the name of the domain that you just bought, that you bought hosting for, to show you that. Remember that when you bought domain, they would have sent you an email, but this is your web space details. It will contain some other information in it. Because of how sensitive that is, we're not going to leave this because so somebody doesn't go and hack into this particular thing later on. All right. So once that is done, it means you're done. You bought your domain, you bought your hosting. So now you need to connect the hosting and the domain together. Okay. Please confirm if you can still hear me. Let me be sure. Please confirm if you can hear me. Just put it in the comment section. Okay, let's proceed. So to access your hosting, when you log into your Q servers, come to my services, then my services, and you find it there. You find whatever hosting that you bought there. Now, in the email that was sent to you, that is this email here. Okay, this particular email here. There's a part where you have name servers. Where is it now? There's a part where you have a name server. All right. In that name server, you have to copy it. There are two. It's going to be two lines there. I'll show what it looks like. So when you come to your domain, where you have your domain, let's say you bought your domain from Upperlink. You just come there and domain my domains. If it's hosting, my hosting. So let's say this is what we bought for, right? Let's imagine we bought Dansaki Petroleum domain here. And we bought the hosting from Q server. So we come here under this arrow, click it, and you find manage name servers. Click on it. Don't worry, since this is a video, you can always come back later and see. Now, you see that we bought this domain is under Upperlink, but the name server is saying qservers.net. This was the name server that was sent to us when we bought hosting. So when you buy hosting, they will send you name servers. You copy those name servers and put them here. So you have one and two. Don't switch them by putting 72 here and put this one here. No, this will be the first line that you would have seen in your mail, and this is the second one. Enter it in one. They would have been different names. So I clear it and enter this one you got. All right, and click on change name server. In some cases, it is on default. So when you enter this and click change name server, it won't change. Remember to click use custom name servers, enter the first one, enter the second one, click on change name servers, and you are good to go. So once you do that, now this is the original one, but we didn't buy hosting from them, so we can't use this. So this is the one that was sent to our mail when we bought hosting. And here was what it says. You can change where your domain points to. Please be aware changes can take up to 24 hours to propagate. I have had cases where it took up to 72 hours before it propagated. Okay, propagate means connect, when the two of them connect to each other. So now one is pointing to the other. When this is done, you are done buying your domain and your hosting. So you see where you have this, your domain, there might not be anything much for you to do here. Most of the work will now be where you bought your hosting. Are you following me so far? Okay, this is where we bought hosting. This is where everything we're going to be doing is going to be happening. All right, so next we're going to go and install our WordPress. So I'm going to close some of these windows I don't need. Okay, so let's say we are working with this today, dansakipetroleumlimited.com. This website has not been installed, so we can use this for practice. So when you go to access it, go to services. When you log into your Q server services, my services to bring you here. Then you just, this is the name, just click. You see that when you click on the website, there's nothing. It shows forbidden. This website has not been installed. So the only thing we've done is we bought the hosting, the domain, and connected it. So now I'm just going to click maybe here. So when I click here, it will open up this for me. Now, there are many ways to get into your cPanel. In this information that was sent to you, your cPanel information was also sent. All right. But in my own case, I like to go through here. So you can just go log into cPanel and to open up a new window. So here this is your cPanel or your control panel. Please, the login details to these places must be kept very private. Anybody who has access to your cPanel has access to the entire website and the emails and everything, and could do damage to it, just like we have a problem with one particular website at the moment where they were careless with the login details and hackers got in and deleted some of their files. All right. So you remember we talked about creating customized emails. This is where you do that. So when you come into your cPanel, you'll find emails. This is not what we're doing now, but let's just try it. So you see email accounts. So let's say we bought Timmy's Delight, for instance. You can create info@timmysdelight.com. Your name, like mercy@timmysdelight.com or Dorcas Nigeria Limited. So you can say, oh, info@Dorcas. This is where they create all those customized emails. You can create them from here, or you can create them from here. But I would always suggest that you create them from your cPanel. You can also access the emails from here. Okay, let's go back to cPanel. So to go back to this main page, you can just click on cPanel right here. So now we want to install our WordPress. You see that practical takes a lot of time. So before you know it, we're already almost 45 minutes in. So to install our WordPress, you can see here, WordPress by Softaculous, or you can search for it here, Softaculous app installer or WordPress manager by Softaculous. But to save yourself time, just click here. Now you see why I keep saying that you need a laptop for all of this. It makes it easier. So under this, you can see no WordPress installations found. We're going to install a new copy. Click on it. It will open up this. Please pay very close attention to this page. You choose your protocol, HTTPA or HTTPS. For me, I always say start with HTTP first. You can later add your SSL, your S, which makes it secure. If you have SSL and it has been installed, that's when you choose this HTTPS or this one. But for now, we're going to choose the one without the S. You find your domain automatically here. This directory, you're going to find WP, delete it. Whatever you find here, clear in this directory, remove it and then leave it blank the way it is. This should be left the way it is. Make sure that this is the latest WordPress. It's usually on the default. The default is always the latest WordPress. Here is your site name, which is the name of your company, for instance. So this one is Dansaki Petroleum Limited. I choose the name. If it's an NGO, you enter the name here. If it's anything, whatever is your personal brand, you enter your name here. Here, your slogan. Okay. I don't think this has a slogan, but let's say we use infinite possibilities. Okay. The admin username. Set your admin username. I'm going to use something very short, but try and use something very complicated here. Password. Okay. Well, let me make it something stronger. Aha. Always use a very strong password. Always. Admin mail. For me, I always like using admin. Call it admin mail. So you would have created this under those emails I showed you, or you can enter your personal email address. But if you're creating for a client, create an email address. You can say webmaster or whatever it's. But me, I like using admin mail at Dansaki Petroleum or admin mail at whatever the domain is. I like to do this always, but make sure you must have created this, because when there are errors or there's a problem, most times you're going to receive the log into this email. Do we understand up to this point? Keep going. Language is usually on English, but if you feel that no, you is Arabic you want to speak, please go ahead. If you feel it's Catalan or Chinese or Croatian, please go ahead. Email installation details, so you can now email this to yourself if you want, or you can email it to this email address right here, admin mail, and you click install. Again, let me take that once again. So here, your protocol, http www dot. This is going to be by default. In a case where you have a lot of domains under the same hosting, all of them will list here. But here we only have one, which is the one you bought and connected to this hosting. Directory, there's going to be WP or V2, whatever is here, clear it. Make sure it is blank. This by default is the latest one. See, leave it the way it is. Scroll down. Site name is your company name. Site description is your slogan. Create your username. Make sure it's something more complicated than this one. Use a very powerful password so that it can be 100 over 100 or at least 90 over 100. For email, I said I created admin mail. I like to create admin mail and use that for anything that has to do with the website. So while I create for the clients, whatever it is they want to use, I always create this for myself as somebody who manages it for them. Then you scroll down, email installation details too. You enter the email address you want it sent to, the installation details, and you click install. Somebody's asking if the class is recorded. Yes, it is recorded, but that does not mean you should go offline, because all right, don't miss the class. It is recorded and you're going to have the link, of course. So scroll up. It might be like this. So just scroll to the top. You see it's doing its job. So you wait for a few seconds or a few minutes. Let's just give it a minute. If you have any questions, remember to put them in the comment section. Okay, so it's done. Okay, it is done. Take note of these two links. This is your website. This is where you're going to manage it from. Do you understand? So when you click on this, This is your website for now. The name, infinite possibilities. This is your website for now. All right. I would have taken that all over again, but then it's a recorded class, so you can always take it back and watch that part later on. And let's right click this. This is where you manage your website from, or where all the design is going to take place. Now, take note, sometimes it will show you something like this. Page not found. But don't worry. So far you see this here. Just point your cursor to it and click dashboard. So all of this might happen if you use Airtel. This happens to me every time I use my Airtel. Sometimes when I use MTN, this doesn't happen. All I have to do is just wait. There's nothing special to do here. So it brings me to this page asking me to log in. So I enter the password that I created. And I log in. Oh, suck. And it takes me to my dashboard. So welcome to WordPress. Okay, let me save it. It brings me here. So congratulations, you've installed your WordPress. This year, don't worry about it. Don't worry about this, you can just close it. In some cases, even though they've shown you this page, the website might not be ready. You might not be able to log into this until maybe after an hour, sometimes 2 hours. I think I remember one time that we had a case where for over 24 hours, the person couldn't log in. We just had to wait. So it depends on the hosting company that you bought from or how busy the servers are. But anyway, we're in to our website. This is where everything happens. For every website you see that it was created by WordPress, this is what the backend looks like. This website here, for those of us who don't know, this is Sean Unemployment's website. For everything you see on this website, all of these things that look like is magic. Everything. Okay, if you log into the back end of this website, this is what it looks like. Okay. All these pages, when you go to the back end, this is what you still see. They're going to be on that pages here. All right, so let's proceed. I like everywhere to be very clean. So this is what I do when I log into a new fresh WordPress. First, I dismiss this. Okay. See the screen options here. I click it and I uncheck all these things. And then click this back. See, clean. If you're wondering what I did, I clicked here and I unchecked all of this. I leave it completely clean and I put it back up. So this is now clean. So here you have your plugins. Remember, we talked about plugins. This is where you install and delete them. Remember, we talked about templates and themes. Under appearance, you have your themes. Users, you can create different users that would have access to the website. You have your tools, where you can do a whole lot of things. You have your settings, where you can do some other things as well. These are extra plugins that were installed by the hosting company. Some hosting company, depending on where you buy from, you might not find any of these here. You just end at settings. Okay, all of this here will not be there. But in this case, it's there. It's not everything that we use. All right. So next, we're going to go to, or before we come here, let me log out of this. In case you need to access the website with that, because you're not going to see this page again, but you need to access your website. Take note of this link. your website slash wp-admin. So it is Dansaki slash wp dash that's hyphen admin. And you press enter. This is how you log into your website always. Okay, so I've saved it already. So you enter your username, enter your password, and you log in. This is Airtel's problem all the time. So you log into your website. It's always your website slash wp hyphen admin. Look at Shannon Employment. If I say slash wp dash admin. Now I'll teach you how to change this later on, because everybody knows that, oh, this is a WordPress site, they can log into it with using this if they have your information or they try to hack you. So I press enter. It brings me to where to log into Shannon Employment. You see that? Back to our website. Somebody saying they don't understand the hosting and domain stuff. I believe you're new to the class. If you've been taking our classes, if you've been here with us from day one, you'd understand. But yes, you need both of them. But I will come back to your question and answers after we're done. Okay. So now, what next? We've installed, we've bought domain, we've bought hosting, we've connected the two of them. That's propagated. We've created our WordPress, we've installed WordPress, we've logged into WordPress. Next, we're going to delete. There are some plugins that come with it, which you might not need. So let's say plugins, click on plugins. I need to give you all of these plugins. We don't need all of them. We don't. So what do? We delete them. Like this one, anti-spam. You can leave this, you might need it later on, but usually this is a paid one, so we'll leave that. This you can deactivate. Okay, leave this. OSMTP, you would need this later on, but I would explain what you need this for. Especially when you set up like a contact us form. When they fill it, usually will not go directly until you have an extra plugin that helps you so that it will deliver to your mailbox. If not, if somebody fills the contact us on your page or any other form, you will not get the email. You see people are filling it, but the email you entered to the backend, you will not be receiving it. So Go SMTP helps you to make sure that it goes. And then there's the pro version. So just like your app where you have the main one and the pro version, which does a little bit more. Hello Dolly is not, you don't need it, so you can delete. Okay. This helps you fight against brute force attack to your website. You can leave that. This is the pro version, you can leave that. This is a page builder, but we're not using this. We're using one we call Elementor. So you can just deactivate. To delete it, you have to first deactivate it. There's another one. Okay, so you can see 1, 2. Let's just click them from here. Site SEO. We're going to use a different one later. Click. This also helps you click this too. These two you can leave. We're going to need this later. So after you clicked all the ones you want to remove, first you deactivate, apply. Some of them are default, so you are unable to delete them. Okay, so now you can see that's deactivated, and then you can try and delete this one too, that you had clicked before. So first we deactivated, now we delete. Okay, delete. So they're gone. So this is okay now. Next, what do? We delete some. There are some posts that come with it when you install it, something like this. So if I say, let me even see what it looks like. View. It's like a sample post. This is it. You don't need this. So trash. So there's nothing under posts. Next, we go to pages. So you have these two. Click, click. You can trash them one by one, or you can just click here, bulk action, move to trash, apply. They're cleared. So you're done with that. Now we're going to change what we call the permalinks. Okay, to do that, we go to settings, permalinks. Now, what does this do? You know, there's some website they tell you, oh, go to shonunemployment.com/register, shonunemployment.com/SUF. For that SUF to work, you would have changed it here. So you see, but by default is on date and name. So all of this you don't need. All of this will be attached to it. So you don't need all of this. Okay, so you need custom URLs. To do that, you use post name. This is very important. So you come to settings, permalinks, change it to post name, scroll down, save. So when you install your WordPress, these are the first things you need to do. Next, we're going to install a template. How do we do that? Appearance, just point your cursor to appearance. This will pop up. So you click on themes. Somebody's asking if it is Python. No, it's not Python. This is WordPress. These are the 3 default ones that came with it. You don't need any of this. We're going to work with one called Elementor. So you click on Add Theme. It will open up the market. It's like a marketplace. Give it a minute. So if you're just joining, remember to enter your name, your full name for attendance. Okay. Scratching Boy, are you part of us? I'm seeing that for the first time. I'm seeing that name for the first time here. So if it doesn't, okay, now let's come up. So we're going to use, this is what we're going to use, Hello Elementor. In case it doesn't show up here, you can just search here, hello, and see if it comes up. If it doesn't come up, you can say Hello Elementor. And it still comes up, so you install it. Oops. Hello Elementor. This is it. So install. Depending on how fast your internet is, it doesn't take much time. So that's installed. So it says destination folder already exists. So we clicked install before. So you just click on activate since we already have it. You see the rest don't have activate, they have install preview, but here it has activate, which means we already have it. So you just click on activate. And it is installed. But here there's a message. It says, thanks for installing the Hello theme. The Hello theme is a lightweight starter theme that works perfectly with Elementor, award-winning site builder plugin. So that is what we're going to use to build the site. Once you download and activate the plugin, you are only one click away from building an amazing website. So you can either install it from here, but no, let's go to plugins. Once you point your cursor, you have this 3 and click on add plugin. So we're looking for Elementor. Let's just give it a minute for it to come up. Okay, it's up. So you can see 10 plus million active installations. So over 10 million people use it. Make sure you look out for the name. You find all kinds of add-ons to Elementor. But the main one we're looking for is Elementor Website Builder. It shows you more than just a page builder. And you see the number of installations. Okay. And you install. Okay, so that's what the logo looks like. Install it. So everything we'll be doing will be from the Elementor page builder. This website, let me show you some. While this is loading, let's look at these websites. This was built with Elementor. Everything you see here was built with the Elementor page builder. This was Elementor as well. You see all these things that slide around. Don't worry, we'll show you how it is done. Okay. This also was created using Elementor. So this website will be our sample website. We're going to recreate this website. This Dazzle flow is what we are going to recreate. Look at all of this. So you can take note of it, dazzleflows.com. We are going to recreate this website exactly like this. If you want, we could do this, but this, I think this would be much better practice to be. Okay, so this has finished installing. Activate it. Apologies, guys. My internet is a bit it's crawling. See what I said about practical? We're already over an hour in. And it looks like we're just getting started. But not to worry, we're almost coming to an end. Okay, so once we're done installing this, we know that we're done for today. I'll give a little message. I'll take questions, and then we can share grace. I see that Dorcas is not in this class. So is she there or she didn't fill the attendance? Okay. So when it freezes like this, you can just refresh the page. Just right click and refresh, or press F5 on your keyboard and refresh the page. So it brings you to this page. Please pay attention to this. Go to the bottom right, skip. Go to the bottom right, scroll down, bottom right, skip. Skip it again. Or you can just click this X here and cancel it. If it's wasting too much time, you can go here to your browser and go back to your dashboard by just entering the website /wp-admin. Enter. As long as it has already been activated, you can just click that and go back to your, or you can open a new tab and go back to your dashboard. Just I check the internet is a bit slow. I see everywhere is very quiet. Please confirm if you're following. Let me know that you're still following and you can hear me loud and clear. Okay, I guess this one has opened. So if you come to your dashboard to show you this, so you see we cleared this place before, but this has shown up. The reason is because we just installed Elementor. So most time when you install new themes, it starts showing things on the dashboard, their news and other things. You can either click this so you minimize, or for me, I like to click screen options, look for Elementor, uncheck it. So here is clean. So now we've installed our Elementor and we're good to go to start designing. So in the next class, we're going to create the pages, all these pages: home, about us, staff, our services, our policy, products, contact us, book appointments. We're going to create all these pages and we're going to start by designing. I think we'll start from contact us page. We're going to start by creating this page. Okay, how we got this form, this information here, social media icons, the map. We're going to create this, what we have at the bottom here, footer, header. We're going to create all of this in our next class. All right. So we're going to create all those pages. This is a sample page. You don't need this. Trash it. Excuse me. Okay. So here is empty. That's why we're going to create all these pages in our next class. All right. So if you want, we can have another class before. Oh, great. You can hear me. So we can have another class before Tuesday because Tuesday is going to be a physical class. So we can use Tuesdays for our Q&A, question and answer sessions, just in case we don't have power there. But please don't miss it. It's very important. Do not miss it. All right. So do you have any questions? This was the first question I saw. We said, I don't quite understand the hosting and domain stuff. Do we need both? Yes, you need both. Domain is the name. Hosting is where everything else is stored. You can't buy one without the other. This is like saying, oh, I want to open an office. So you want to buy everything you need in the office, your chairs, your tables, and everything else, but you've not rented space. So where are you going to put all those, your chairs, tables, and everything? Are you going to put it on the road? Of course not. So you need to rent a space, right? Where you are going to go and keep everything. So when somebody is coming to your office, they would actually come there. But then if they're coming to your office, you have to give them an address. That address is the domain name. That office you rented where people can come into. And you put all those chairs, tables, your banners, everything else. That is your hosting. One cannot work without the other. Do you understand? So that's why you need both. And like I said, never buy the two from the same place. Never. Please don't. Please don't. And please don't look at this site as, oh, it's going to be very difficult. This is going to be very tough. No, it's not. It's a very simple site. Okay. It's very, very simple. This was created, I think, in a week. So if we create this in a week, it means that we can do this in 4 or 5 classes. 4 or 5 classes more we can. And to complete this, it means that we're going to have other online classes before the end of the month, because we're ending at the end of the month. So please, let's find the time to be able to create time to have this class. All right, in the absence of, if there's any question, please feel free to put it in the comment section. If you have any questions, please feel free to put it in the comment section. Before we end for today, you can always come back and watch this. All right, you can always come back to watch this. Like I said, please try and get domain and hosting. Buy a domain for yourself. If you have a business, buy for your business. You can buy .com.ng if .com is too expensive. Buy .com.ng. It's no different. Then buy hosting, even if it's for 1 month for a start, and start to practice. Trust me, practice is what makes perfect. If you don't practice, you wouldn't get it. All right. So I think with this, we come to the end of this class. If you have any questions or concerns, or you like us to touch on something, you can drop it in the WhatsApp group, or you can reach out to me via this WhatsApp number at any day, anytime. So, guys, thank you for your time, and our class ends now. Yes, there's no assignment today for web design. For those who have not submitted their digital marketing assignments from the previous classes, please send it to that WhatsApp number. Okay. Yes, and all the resources will be given, pictures, all the pictures that we used here. I would upload them somewhere, and everything with the write-up, we'll upload it somewhere, so that for those who want to practice from where they are, just let me know and I'll send you the link to it. Okay, so you can use that for your demo. And after you've created it like once or twice, you create, you delete the site, you start again. By the time you do it like 3 times, you'll be able to design any kind of website of your choice. All right. I would also share a whole lot of resources that you can always use, templates, and the rest. But we're not giving all of that now, so that you can come for next class. All right. Somebody saying I can hear you now. Okay, that means your own video is not, you're not live. You're still watching. You're still lagging behind. All right, guys. Thank you once again for your time. See you again. We're going to have another class this week, hopefully. So let's just agree on the date in the group. And even if it's just for 1 hour, so we can catch up. See you next week at the physical class. But we're going to have a virtual class this week. Thank you once again, and have a beautiful day ahead. Cheers, guys.